Hello, my name is Barbara Bass, and I am here for another lesson. Be careful because I feel like everything I've been posting is like a warning, but maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I feel like my nickname is the trumpet. Anyway, that's funny because I came from somebody whose nickname used to be Speaker. That was my mom's nickname, one of her nicknames, Speaker. So maybe that's why I'm the trumpet. I don't know. But someone could be trying to offer you a deal and they're acting like it's a good deal, and it is straight up what I would consider BS without saying the cursing words. Okay? It's trash. It's a trash deal, but they're banking on you being dumb. They have asked you so many questions because they're trying to get over on you. You're just being honest, so you're giving the honest answers, and then by them trying to get over on you, you can sense it, and the manipulation is just turning you off anyway. So you're just like, never mind. I don't want nothing to do with this. And so this could be like a salesperson that's doing this. And they're trying to sell you something, and it's just like a really bad deal, and it's like maybe it's something that you want, maybe it's something that you need, so you like, yeah, let me look into it, like maybe copping that or whatever, like, and then they just get you on a call, or they see you at the spot wherever you going to buy whatever the service or whatever, and they just like trying to give you a crazy deal, and they just think you just that dumb to like be like, oh, okay, sure. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Is y'all crazy? They crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They crazy. Somebody is not thinking straight. They think that you, I don't know what they thought. Money growing on trees? I don't know. I don't know. But no. Listen, when this happened to me, I let the person know straight up. I let them sit there and explain, and I sat there quietly and, as peaceful as I could, and listened to them. But the whole time it was just blaring BS, BS. This is some BS. This is not the best deal he could do. This is not, no. So yeah, that's why I was like, nah. And this person is really going to be trying to sell this thing, like whatever this may be. It could be anything. They don't have to be trying to sell you an actual product, but I'm just saying that whatever they're trying to get, offer you or whatever, they're going to really be trying to speak this thing up as highly as they can to get you to get on board or whatever. And it's like they really think that you are not smart enough to know that you can get better or do better than this deal. This person is like a, what do you call it, scammer or something. I don't know, a swiper, scammer, something. I don't know. This person can work at like an institution that's like white collar, like where white collar crime happens at. This could be anywhere, a school, a bank, whatever, a hospital, anything. But I'm just telling you, this person has and can offer you a better deal, but they just don't want to. They want you to like basically be like, oh no, never mind, and just walk off. And so since I knew this, I let the person know this deal is not good at all. I know you might think it is, but it's not. And you matter of fact, I didn't say I think you might know it is. I told him that he knows that it was not a good deal. I was like, this is not a good deal. I said, if I was your mother or your sister, you would not want this deal for me. If I was your daughter, you would not want this deal for me. So I was like, why would you try to tell somebody this? Like, that this is not good. This is crap. And then he's like, well, this is the best that we can offer. I said, this is not the best. If this is your best, then I need to write a review and let everybody know this is the best, which is crappy. I said, you got to be careful with what you're doing, because when the tables are turned and it's something more serious in your life and you really need a good deal, you're going to be thrown crap. And you got to remember the times that you threw people crap. They didn't deserve it. I don't know what your problem is today. I don't know what you got going on, but you got to stop. And then the way you're talking to me, like you're just so confident that I'm going to be like, yeah, and that this is such a good deal, when you know this is straight up crap. Like, what is wrong with you? I didn't say like what is wrong with you part, but I just let him have it. I was like, come on, sir. And I was as calm as I could be. You know, I wasn't yelling at him. I didn't raise my voice at him or nothing. I was just like, come on. Now, you know. Matter of fact, if anything, I try to slow my voice down because I need you to hear me, sir. This deal is not it. You wouldn't want this for your mother, your daughter, or your sister. Like, I know you don't think. Come on, man. Let these people know. Let them have it. Be real with these people, because they just be thinking they could just whatever. Like, no, you can't. Not over here, boo. And then say bye and release it. Okay? But yeah, sometimes you gotta let people know that you know what they up to and what they're doing, and that's gonna be dealt back to you, because you're messing with a child of God. You don't have to tell them that is gonna come back on them. But I'm just saying, I'm never going to talk to that person. I'm never going to see that person again. So sometimes a lesson does need to be learned. And so, especially if this person, the way that he was talking to me and so confident, I knew that he had the mindset where it's like he can't take accountability. So something like this was to happen to him tomorrow, he wouldn't even think about what he did to me. He would not equate it. I could tell by the way he was talking. So that's why I had to let him know, like, yeah, when this happens, when you come across this same type of situation, just remember what you tried to give is what you're going to get. You're going to know that this is a crappy offering. You're going to remember. Some people, you got to remind them of that, because they really think that they so smart. They really think that they're just really getting over, and it's like, nah. And you don't have to say it rude. It has more effect when you say it nicely. When you say it rude, it's like, they were rude anyway, and it's like, whatever, they have a right. But when you say it nicely and calmly, and you just looking at them like, out of here, man, scram, like, seriously, like, what can they all they can do is be like, yeah, man, they right, you know. So sometimes you just gotta let people know, you know. But yeah, that's the message for today. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.